dropped the palette. I thought it smashed all over the place, but it's still good, you guys. It's still good. I'm sorry, guys. There's just so much hammering. They had stopped. They must have took a tea break. It's 7:45 in the evening. Like, go home, lads. Some people are trying to record videos here. It's ruined. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be an eye video. I'm not going to do my full face intro or outro because I haven't bothered to do any makeup on it. So if you want to see how I created this look, then just keep on watching this video. Right, so I just have a concealer buffer brush 142 Zoeva brush. I've already primed my eye. I have not primed my eye. I have cut out my brow with the P. Louise base and a flat concealer brush, and I'm just going in with this one now all over the lid, just tapping it on the same way you would with a flat concealer brush, but I just find this one gives it more texture and it's quicker to do because it's bigger and fluffier and it buffs in kind of better. There's no lines or anything like that. Then you just wipe your brush off, wipe all the excess off, and buff the edges of the concealer into the skin. So this is only my second time using this Maxi Reloaded palette, so it's going to be exciting for me too to see what it comes out like. The first look I did was pretty good. I was pretty impressed with it, so I'm going to try to do some using different colours this time. So I like to start off with the darkest colour that I'm going to be using in the look and then blend out the way. I just find that works best for me, but if you want to do it backwards then that's totally fine too. So there's no names or anything on these shades, so I'm just going to go in with this dark blue shade that's up in the right hand corner here. I'm taking that on a blank canvas E24, which is a flat packer brush like this, and I have quite a bit of product on it, and I'm just going to pack that in the whole way through my crease, the soft part of my eye. And I am quite liking the payoff of this. And I actually quite like the colour of it as well. I was actually recently looking for like a navy blue for a client because she was wearing navy and she wanted to do something different, so I was like I ended up having to do brown, kind of a black smoky eye to match, but this would have been ideal to go with a navy kind of a look. And I'm just coming around to the outer corner of my eye, right into the soft bit, till you come to the corner of your eye here. And at this point as well, I always try to give the eyeshadow the shape that I want it, because it's kind of hard to change it afterwards, especially if you're using the darkest shade first. So I always kind of do a rainbow kind of a shape, but I like to kind of have it up a little bit past the crease here and onto the brow bone, so it doesn't get lost. So the next shade I'm going to go in with is the one that's directly below that, and it's this blue, kind of a green minty shade. And I'm going to take that on a blank canvas E10. I'm going to use the synthetic one for this part, because I find that the goat's hair one, I really like it, but I feel like it doesn't, there's too much movement in it, so it doesn't like get that blend. I find that like I'm going to go in with maybe a yellow or some pale colour last to blend it into my skin, and I find that the goat's hair one is much better for that, because you only want to tickle the end of that last bit, like you want a lighter kind of a blend. So lighter colours I find work better with that, the goat's hair one. So half on the blue shade that's there and half off onto the concealer, and I'm just going back and forward the whole way along until it's looking how I want. I'm going to leave this a little bit less blended than I usually would, so that you can kind of see the difference in the colours, because it's kind of a new vibe that I'm on. It still looks blended, but you can actually see the different colours going into kind of like layers rather than just that fade. But you'll see what I mean now when I do it. if it works out. It's a lovely hammer noise, isn't it? Bang, bang, bang. So I'm going to go back in with the brush we used originally, the E24, and I'm just going to go slightly past, very, very, very slightly past, and I'm not putting anything else on this brush, just very, very slightly past where I laid it down originally, and just give it side to side, tiny, tiny bit of buff. And because we've already laid down that minty green colour, I find this part, this time it'll mix much easier. Putting it onto the green bit out as far as that, and just dragging it in as well, I find works quite well. I used that technique in my last video to start blending it out. Blending out the colours if you want to go check that out. But yeah, you can see that it's much more blended now. So the next shade I'm going to go in with is this bright mustardy colour. There's another yellow here and another yellow here. But I think this one looks the most pigmented. I found that when I was using it previously, so I'm going to just take that dark shade, and I'm taking it on a blank canvas, E10, but I'm going to use the goat's hair one, and I'm going to tap that off and do exactly the same process I did when I was blending out that dark blue shade. Yeah, I just find this goat's hair one very, very subtle. The hairs move on it more. So I find like it blends kind of better with lighter colours. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, into the skin. And then it won't take away that blue. It won't blend right into the blue. And the yellow shouldn't go to orange, because I know when people blend with yellow, sometimes it goes orange on them with the previous colour beforehand. Keeping that rainbow shape. That's just the vibe I'm going for this time. This look. And I totally winged this look, by the way. And I'm kind of liking how it's looking. So building up the yellow for now. And then I'm going to disperse it out after I've built it up, so it's blended into my skin better. Before I do that though, I'm going to go back in with this other E10 brush, the synthetic one, and I haven't put anything else onto it, just the product that was on it from before, and do the same thing we did with the dark blue colour into the minty colour, and just kind of go over, mix it with the yellow. And because the yellow's already laid down, it mixes better. Because the yellow's stuck to the concealer, so it's not going to be covered, especially because I have no product on this brush. So now I'm going in with a thin cotton bud like this and the Inglot makeup remover. This stuff is so good for cleaning makeup off. It's such a good makeup remover. So I'm just going to cut my crease using this first. So going back in with a Kaylee SK05 and Peel Louise base, I'm going to just cut that again. So the next shade I'm going in with is this bright minty green, and I'm going to go in with a blank canvas E27, and I'm just going to start packing that in there. Now you have to be careful because you don't want to smudge that nice perfect line that you got going on there, because that's my favourite part of a look. So I'm just assuming that it's your favourite part of a look. Should be everybody's favourite part of a look. So the next shade I'm going to take is that greeny colour that we took in the crease, and I'm taking that in the same brush and I'm just going to pack it right next to it and blend it in, but first pack. The next really I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. There's just so much hammering. They had stopped, they must have took a tea break. It's 7:45 in the evening, like, go home lads. Some people are trying to record videos here. Is that them gone? Did my wishes come true? So the next shade I'm going to take is this dark blue shade. I'm going to take that on the same brush and I'm going to pack it in just like I was doing with the last two shades. And I used this colour in my last look that I did with this palette, and I loved it so much that I thought I would use it again. It's so pigmented and I just hope it goes with this look. Oh, I spoke too soon. Please. Dropped the palette. I thought it smashed all over the place, but it's still good, you guys. It's still good. Oh my fuck. She places it back in the exact same place it fell from. So I haven't done a look like this in a hot minute, but I'm just taking some makeup remover and a cotton swab, and I'm just gonna... So I've mixed a bit of Peaches and Cream rattlesnake pigment with Jawline, and I'm just gonna go along the line that I've cut. It's ruined. So I've gone ahead and done my foundation, and under my eye I've put a line going along here. It's Peaches and Cream rattlesnake, and I'm just getting these lashes and I'm just going to pop these on. So here's the finished look. Yeah, I really like that palette actually. It keeps on impressing me. Every time I use it I'm like, wow, yeah, like look at the blend, look at those colours, pigment payoff, everything is just so good. So I can't complain. I would really recommend getting that palette. It's so cheap and so good for the price of it. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment and all that stuff, and I'll see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.